Some actors have to prepare for bashing when they take on villain roles. But it's the other way around for Darna's chief nemesis, who's been taking over Twitter trends and getting tons of praise online since the show aired last month. So, what does it take to create a likable villain? You find out from Janella Salvador, who plays Valentina on Darna, and she joins us now live on The Final Word. Janella, lovely to have you here.
Thank you for having
And
me.
wearing as well my favorite color, green.
Yes, of course. That's also Valentina's color.
Is it?
Green.
It's not black.
No, it's green.
Of course, green, because your dad, Juan Miguel, and myself come from the same alma mater,
Yes,
LaSalle Green
LaSalle.
Hills. Okay, that's out of the way. So, what was the initial feeling, Janella, when you were offered the role of Valentina?
The initial feeling, I actually read for the role. They made me read for it. I'm not sure how many other actresses were considered for it. They wouldn't tell me who, of course. But I was really happy when they picked me, because I've never done a role like this before, so it really challenges me, and it was the best decision for me.
Yeah, because you've always been the star. You've always been the protagonist, not the
Yes.
antagonist. This is the first time you're playing a villain role, and when you read for it, did you really want to do it?
As soon as I read the script, I fell in love with the character. Instantly. Like, I was like, oh, I need to get this role. Because it's honestly, Regina, my character, she's so lovable. You can't fully hate her, because she's also a victim.
So, Regina Vanguardia, what kind of a character is she, and how different is she from Valentina? I mean, Regina is the alter ego.
Yes.
What does she do? What is her role?
So Regina Vanguardia is a lawyer slash vlogger. So she vlogs her thoughts about politics, the government. She hates corruption, and she does some pro bono cases for poor people who can't afford to pay for legal action.
Yeah.
So she actually has a really good heart. Her heart's in the right place, and she fights for the right thing. Except it aired already anyway.
Yes.
She was hit by a green stone years back,
Okay.
and that's what turns her into Valentina, the snake woman. But other than that, she's a really good person, and she doesn't know that she's Valentina.
She doesn't know she's Valentina.
No.
Oh, wow.
She doesn't.
And how challenging is it to play the role of Valentina?
How challenging! It's really challenging. It's the character is really complex. It's complicated because I have to play two characters again, Regina and Valentina. So I have to think of two different people, two different emotions, backgrounds. Also, Regina has a really sad backstory, so it's complex in terms of emotions, like where I get those emotions from.
You know, Janella, you're part of a great company, because over the past, I would say, 70 years, there have been several Valentinas who have
Yes.
played this role. I did a little bit of research. Alessandra De Rossi, Iwa Moto, Pilita Corrales, Celia Rodriguez, Melissa Perez Rubio, Pilar Pilapil. I mean, these are great actresses.
Great actresses.
Did you pattern your acting, your role of Valentina, with how any of these actresses played the role during their times? Did you watch any of their videos?
I tried to search for clips online, but I didn't want to immerse myself too much because I didn't want to copy any of their Valentinas. I wanted to make it my own. But there are a lot of classy, sophisticated Valentinas in the past, and I really like them.
And what lessons can our viewers learn about the role of Valentina, of course, as she goes up against the heroine of the series, Darna?
What lessons?
It's about truth, justice, right?
Yes.
I mean, as a lawyer vlogger,
At the end
Regina.
of the day, I think the lesson is we all have good in us. I believe that's my takeaway from the role. And I can't spoil it, so I can't really say much. But yeah, we all have good in us.
You can only tell us up to today's episode.
Yes. So in today's episode, I was revealed, Valentina came out, but it was also revealed that I don't know that I'm Valentina.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Eventually, of course, I will not ask you that question if eventually Regina will find out that she is Valentina and Valentina is Regina.
You gotta watch.
You gotta watch. But how are your scenes here with Jane De Leon? I mean, how are your scenes as Valentina and Darna? Is there chemistry? What is the chemistry and the connection that you have with Jane as Darna in this TV series?
About the character, right?
Yes, the character.
The character. Regina and Narda will be very good friends, obviously. It's already beginning to show right now. Of course, Darna, Valentina, they're always fighting. That's what people look forward to. But well, it's nice because Jane and I are okay then off cam. We bond, we watch movies together. And it's funny because some people ship us together now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how did you prepare for the fight scenes,
For
Janella?
the fight scenes.
Yes.
Well, we do training, especially Jane. For the first few weeks, it's mostly her doing the fight scenes. Right now, I'm starting to train as well. So, yeah, I'm gonna be fighting.
But are you surprised by everything that is being said on social media that you're a likable villain rather than a hateable villain? I mean, there's no bashing. I mean, everybody just loves, your character as Valentina. Or is it just downright acting? I mean, Janella Salvador and her acting prowess on the TV screen.
No, it's when I read tweets, I get kind of overwhelmed with the warmth and support they give me as Valentina, as Regina. They call themselves they call themselves Valentina apologists.
Okay.
Right now because they say no matter what I do, they're gonna justify it. But yeah, I'm really happy with all the support my character especially is receiving. But of course, the support I'm receiving, it's also overwhelming. So thank you.
Of course, it's also overwhelming, Janella, when you're bashed, right, on social media. How do you deal with bashers, with negativity on social media? Do you just block them? Do you just basically turn off your social media account?
Well, if it's not below the belt, like just don't attack my son. I can take bashing. I really don't care. I don't care if they have something to say about me as long as I know I'm not stepping on anyone's toes. I just ignore them.
And how do you respond to them? Do you reply or you just basically ignore them? You don't just say anything.
95% of the time I ignore them. Unless you really trigger me.
And your son,
Yes,
the love of
not
your
my
life,
son.
the love of your life. How is he reacting when he sees you on the TV screen playing a villain?
He doesn't know yet. He doesn't care yet. But I try to video call him while I'm at work in my prosthetics, but he doesn't want to look at me.
Okay.
He doesn't even look at the camera. He's like, who's this? Yeah.
So basically, it's just been close to a month with the launch of Valentina, exactly a month. Close to a month. So, what else can we expect from Darna, the TV series, and from Valentina going forward? Please invite our viewers.
There's actually a lot to expect between Regina, Narda, Darna, Valentina, and even Joshua Garcia's character, Brian. There's a lot to expect. So I hope you guys stay tuned because we've prepared so much. So that's 8 p.m. every night, weekdays.
Valentina, Janella Salvador in Darna, the TV series. Thank you so much, Janella,
Thank
for joining
you.
us on The Final Word. And before we go,